Hey there, welcome. I'm really glad you're here. I'm Nicole, and this is Ayurveda 101, The Science of Life, Session 1, The Cosmic Blueprint. Before we get into anything technical, I want to frame this for what it really is. This is not going to be about memorizing information. It's about understanding how your system actually works. Your body, your mind, your energy, your emotions. Most of us have been taught to look at ourselves through the lens of problems. What's wrong? What needs to be fixed? This is the traditional allopathic Western method. Ayurveda starts somewhere completely different. It starts with the idea that your system is intelligent. So today, we're going to begin at the beginning. The cosmic blueprint. You see, I want you to think about something. Really let it land. You are not random. The way you respond to stress, the way you digest food, the way your mind moves, the way you emote, there is a pattern to all of it. Most people experience symptoms without understanding the pattern behind them. Ayurveda teaches that nothing about you is accidental. There are underlying forces, predictable, understandable, that are shaping your experience. And when you begin to see that, you can stop reacting blindly and start working with your system instead of against it. So we'll begin at the beginning here. And at the beginning, before anything had any type of shape, before your body, before your thoughts, before the physical world, there was potential. It was the field of pure potential. And in the Vedic understanding, existence began in this field. Everything that becomes physical begins here first. This matters because Ayurveda is based on the idea that what shows up in the body is in the final stage of a process. So if something feels off physically, you can guarantee it didn't start there. It started much, much earlier at a more subtle level. You see, the Vedic creation story begins with stillness. In that stillness, the story goes, it wanted to know itself, so it began to move. It had a subtle shift. Then it became a stirring, and then an unfolding. The Vedic texts describe creation as ordered and not chaotic. There is a progression from subtle to dense, from unseen to seen. From that unfolding come the elements. These elements are not symbolic. They are functional. They are foundational. They describe how reality organizes itself, including your body and mind. The first element in the story is that of space, akasha, pure potential. Space is known as the container. Without space, nothing else can exist. You'll frequently hear me describe space as the whiteboard upon which everything else is written. In your body, space exists in your lungs, in your digestive tract, in the spaces between your cells and in your cells. In your life, space shows up as openness, or maybe lack of it. Too much space can feel ungrounded, scattered, disconnected. Too little space feels tight and compressed, maybe even suffocating. So already, just with the first element, you know this isn't abstract. This is something you felt. As the story goes, from space came movement. The field of pure potential wanted to know itself, so it began to dance. And there, with the dance, emerged Vayu, air, movement. You see, without space, there is no movement. But with space, something most definitely can dance through it. This is your breath, your circulation, your thoughts. Movement is essential for humans, physically, emotionally, spiritually. But too much movement creates anxiety, restlessness, instability. Too little creates stagnation, heaviness, lack of motivation. So the question becomes, is your system moving too fast or not enough? And can you feel that? The next element emerging from our beautiful story and this dance that was being done is the element of Agni, fire. It's characterized as a spark flying off the robes of the dancer. It raged through the universe. You see, fire transforms. It's your digestion, your metabolism, your ability to process. Not just food, but your experiences, your preferences, your relationships, everything in your life. A strong fire will give you clarity, energy, direction, leadership. Too much fire can create intensity, irritation, burnout. Too little, and you might feel sluggish, maybe a little confused and tired. So when something feels off here, we'll often look to the fire element in the body, at how well your system is transforming what you take in, whether it's food, whether it's emotions, whether it's experiences. The next element is Jala. So after fire raged through the universe, it did what it normally does. It will create a condensation from the air. And that water dripped down and created that next element, Jala. Water brings cohesion. It connects. In your body, well, definitely, it's your fluids. In your life, it's your emotional world, your connection, your empathy, the way you bond. Too much water can feel heavy, attached, maybe even like you're drowning. Too little and you feel dry and disconnected, maybe even a little emotionally distant. Again, these are not theories. They are lived patterns. As water dripped down, it needed to find a place to drip to in our story. And there was a natural bowl to catch the water created, known as Earth, Prithvi. Earth gives structure. It creates form. It grounds you. In your body, it's your tissues, your bones, your physical presence. Too much earth creates heaviness, resistance to change. Too little creates instability and lack of grounding. Now we have the 5 elements. Everything you experience, everything, not just in your body, not just in your mind, everything is made of these elements. The Upanishads describe reality unfolding from subtle to dense. Just like the story, from space to air to fire to water to earth. And those same forces are interacting within you right now. So instead of seeing isolated issues, we can begin to see patterns of imbalance. You are not separate from this entire system. You are part of it. You are an expression of it. What exists in nature exists in you. And when we forget that, we try to override our own nature instead of understanding it. I know I was guilty of that. But you are nature, organized in a specific way. When I knew that in my bones, it set me free. This is known as your blueprint, your prakriti, your dosha. It determines how your system functions, why certain things work for you and others don't. Ayurveda is about understanding that uniqueness. So there's nothing wrong with you. You simply don't prefer it, or you simply do prefer it. Your body is always communicating. It communicates through sensation, through symptoms, through qualities like heat, cold, dryness, heaviness. These are all messages. They are not problems. Your mind will follow those same laws. Your thoughts and emotions are not separate from your body. They are part of that same system. Patterns, mental and physical, are connected. Ayurveda is the science of understanding this system, not controlling it, not forcing it, but understanding it. Ayurveda looks at the whole, not just the parts. Ayurveda asks, what is foundational here? And yes, it asks a different question. Not how do I stop this, as in the allopathic method, please give me a pill. But why is this happening? What created this pattern? Because if you understand the cause, you can change the outcome. If you only stop at symptoms, you will miss the root, and the patterns will continue. If I could leave you with two very overriding principles of Ayurveda today that I would like you to lean on, there are two. One is that like increases like. Heat will increase heat. Cold increases cold. This is fundamental. You are also likely drawn to that which you are. So the like increasing like, you are drawn to your own imbalance by increasing too much. The second is, what do we do to balance? Well, that's pretty easy. The opposites will bring balance. Cooling will balance heat. Stillness balances movement. This is simple and powerful. So the idea is not to lower one particular quality, but to balance it. You don't try to tamp down the inner fire. You try and bring cooling to it so it will balance. You see, our modern life pulls us completely out of alignment. We have irregular schedules. We're not sleeping enough. We're overstimulated. We are totally disconnected from nature. All of this will create imbalance. Not randomly, no, but very, very predictably. You see, your body is not broken. It is responding exactly in the way you would expect it to. It is telling you through symptoms and cues that you have an imbalance. And then it is adapting to what it's being given. Balance is always available. It's not something that you create, it's something that you return to. This understanding is where your Ayurveda understanding begins. Not with fixing. simply with understanding. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I will see you in the next session.